realized time was up. All right, there we
Oh,
go.
I
We
didn't either.
live.
Oh my God, I didn't either. I'm all talking on the. I told
I
Christina, I'm like, don't
know.
worry,
Time went by
we won't go
quick,
live until we
right?
push the button.
I was like, let me get over here. All right,
Okay,
there
let's
we
see if I
go.
can see the chat. So can we see we can see the comments
Yeah,
when we
when
hit
they
the chat?
start coming in.
Because I haven't used StreamYard in a while.
Do you
So
have your
okay,
comments
great.
on? Oop.
Yeah, I do, but it's on my phone. So um
Hey, baby Libra.
I just need to be able to log into Facebook so I can see the comments as I'm on the screen, but I can use your.
Hey, Debbie. Hey, Sirius.
Oh, nice. It comes like that. Hi
Yo,
guys. Hi Simone.
hey, baby Libra. Hey,
Hey,
I'm literally just y'all
Miss
walking
Marie.
in from work. So I'm still trying to get my cards. We were supposed to do this a little bit earlier, but my last client took forever to come out. Let's see. Hey, Rose, Belinda, what's going on, chick? Bernadette, I ain't seen some of y'all in a while. Allison, is that Corey? Let me get my stuff out. So I know y'all know the Calico Goddess now. Should I mean, you've been away for a little bit. You just
For a
for a
long,
little
long
bit.
time. A long time.
And now you making the comeback. Dun, dun,
Yes,
dun, dun, dun,
I'm coming
dun.
back. I like that. Thanks for the theme music. I appreciate it.
Girl, I got you. If I wasn't so out of shape, I would run up some stairs and throw the
No,
fist
look,
in the
you've been
air for
running
you,
by
but
yourself. By yourself. Did you see those stairs?
girl, I couldn't even do that in my 20s, so I'm not even gonna pretend. Yeah,
I just look at those stairs and I pretend in my mind that
yeah, it
I'm
ain't
making it up
happening.
there. It's not
Me,
happening. I would have
me,
passed out.
girl, well, shoot, you younger than me.
I,
You way younger than me, so I know. I know. You know how you know you getting old? Me and Jess went out last night to see Jill Scott, and this was the anniversary of her Who is Jill Scott album, and she kept going, I did this album 23 years ago, and I was like, you lying. You lying.
it
It has not been 23 years. And Jazz was like, Mom, yeah, it's been a long time. I was
has
like,
been 23 years.
it's been 23 years, girl. That used to be my jam.
It's
I
been a
was like,
while.
there's no way I'm that freaking old.
We're old, Tanya. We're old. It's
I'm
there.
old.
We're there.
I am
We're old.
so old. I think
Because
Jazz
like
was 5, or maybe Jazz was even younger than that. Look at that. She on there, Jazz. Yeah. Jazz was on. It's so cool when you have a baby and you play something over and over again, and then your child grows up and y'all can enjoy the same type of freaking music. Like, it was a good concert. It was a good but I couldn't move this morning to get up and go to work, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie.
it was over for me when people were like, we're gonna start, okay, we're gonna go out and celebrate the birthday. You're like, okay, cool. So you're thinking 7, 8. They're like, we start at 10. I was like, look,
Oof.
a little late. I was like,
Girl,
that's a little
10
late.
o'clock, me and Jazz kind of looked at each other like, you ready? And I was like, I'm ready if you ready.
Okay. So this one specifically uses the shark charger.
Oh my God, baby Libra said she had that CD in kindergarten. Oh my God.
Oh no, that's even worse. Hold on, let me see.
Baby Libra, you just nailing the coffin for me. You are nailing the coffin. Kindergarten, really?
That's so embarrassing for me. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to see if I can log into Facebook because I haven't had to log into
Are you not
Facebook.
seeing the questions yet?
I do, but I'm on my cell, so I have to keep flicking back and forth with the screen. And I forgot that's how StreamYard works. I don't know.
Would you say, baby Libra, you're supposed to be my age? Girl, take your time. Take your time. Ain't no big hurry to get up in these 50s. Because I'm going to tell you, when you get up in these 50s, ain't shit working right. Ain't nothing working right.
I feel old all the time.
See ya.
Shoot,
Bye.
I got a bad hip, a bad knee. In fact, Dude the Stinky Leg came on, the DJ was playing it, and Jazz was like, Mama, you can really do that dance because I got a lazy leg. So I can kick one leg out and do the other leg. I had to laugh because it was funny as hell because she right. She is right. So no, don't be in no hurry.
Don't be sad
Enjoy
about
them
it.
20s.
Give me a second. I haven't clicked you off. I just need to find my notes.
No,
So I can
go
make sure.
ahead. So everybody, hello. Yes, Coco, do the stinky leg, do the stink. Y'all. I mean, I might be 55, but me and Jazz, we was looking like we was having seizures in our seat. We was getting it. We was getting it. I can chair dance like a motherfucker. I can out dance somebody in a chair. 100%.
Oh yeah.
100%. I got that down. But it was a cool concert. If y'all get a chance, go check her out. It was amazing. I miss Erykah Badu. I miss Erykah Badu.
I would have loved to have seen Erykah Badu.
Jazz said she came a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't even hear about it because I would have went. Y'all know these tickets though are outrageous. Like, I think Jill Scott was $139, which I mean for Jill Scott, her voice is amazing. Erykah Badu was like $150 something. For Erykah Badu, I would have paid that. Beyonce is $800. I can't do Beyonce. I cannot.
Yeah, that's a lot for a ticket at the moment in time.
And it's a 3-hour concert, I believe, and you stand up. I mean, the $800 ticket, you standing up for 3 hours. I can't.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to
cannot do it.
I wouldn't want to be standing up for 3 hours.
Girl, seriously.
Yeah, that didn't work for me.
But for $800, whoo.
Let me see if I can scroll this down. Okay.
Ticket sales big because they're combining for all the artists on the bills now too. Makes sense. The backup singer, Jill Scott backup singers were amazing. Like, I wanted to be a backup singer last night. Like, they was on point. Oh my God, they were so good. I was like, in my next life, I don't know if I'm coming as an artist, but shit, I would definitely come back as a background singer. Let's see. So you ready? I'm just sitting up here running my mouth.
Ready. I'm ready. I got it up. I should be able to see the comments on both now.
So before we get started, real quick, tell them what's going on with the new improved Calico Goddess, because you're coming back, you're redesigning some things. They need to know your page. They need to know how to get a hold of you. So let them know who you are.
So hi, everybody. I'm Shishi. I've been out of the picture for a little bit because I moved to Germany. So my time zone has changed, which is why I've been out of the picture partially. I run the Calico Goddess. I'm a spiritual coach. I'm a diviner. So I do tarot, oracle, mediumship, and elemental readings. And I offer coaching classes for life, spiritual, and manifestation coaching. As I step back into, the field again, I'm really focusing on teaching people how to manifest the love and money that they desire, create the best life that they would like, and help them create techniques for them and a plan for them that will help them reach their goals. So I'm definitely leaning more as I move back in towards helping people live their greatest and best life and reach all their the potential that they would like to reach. So that is what is happening with the Calico Goddess.
I love that. And we need it because it's fucked out here. I don't know if you've been paying attention to it, but a lot of us is losing our fucking mind. We need all the help we can get.
It's just the whole arena right now that's kind of, making it a little rough out here in these fields. But I mean, as always, for people that have, followed me and people that know me, I'm a practitioner that loves love. Tanya always laughs at me because I love love. So, I really, really want everyone to find the love of their life and to pretty much have the intimacy and romance that they would like from their partner, with their partner, or creating, that kind of atmosphere for them to bring in new love. So, yeah.
No, love is love. I'm starting to feel it. I'm feeling the love.
What? You ready to step back in the field of love?
I ain't say all that. I'm saying I'm getting in touch with the divine feminine in me. I'm trying to be love.
Trying to be.
I just don't want nobody coming to me with no bullshit. If you coming to me with love, come with me with love. Don't come with me with that bullshit love. Because you're going to get your feelings hurt.
I have a question. Am I freezing or am I okay?
No, you're absolutely perfect. So go ahead, take the first question. Are we going to piggyback off of each other, or how you want to do it? Or are we just going to play it by ear?
We can play it by ear. We can do both, because if, something else comes in, we, expand on it. We can do that. Let's just, get it done. Let's have fun. See, Joy. Joy knows all the love.
Let's just say I got a man in the bush. Girl, in Texas, he better come out of that bush. We shoot shit around here.
Like, the cats will get them before you get them.
Girl, the cats would get them before I got them. You're absolutely right.
Let's see. I'm looking. Okay.
So thank you, Katia.
How long will it take for me to find a new place? Let's see. I'm getting it's going to be about this year. Let's see. You got to work on some stuff, though. So there's a delay with the finances, but I see things changing. But you know what? Here's the deal, Leo. Even when you get this new place, make sure that you're not choosing a place that is outside of your price range, like where you may be saying, okay, you know what, right now I can make this, but then in the future there may be a struggle. They're saying that sometimes you choose places that may be a little too expensive, or maybe places that are really great at the moment, like they give you a deal for 3 months and then they shoot it up really high later in the year, and then you're like, dang, now I got to move again. But I see you getting a new place by the end of the year, actually. But they're a little concerned about the finances. So if anything, stack your money. Make sure that you have everything set before you make that move. And let me see. Try to make sure I have it. And don't listen to everybody else telling you where you should move. Because when you're looking for your place, it's gonna give you the place that you really feel connected to. That's really where you should go. I see there being like some indecision because you're bringing somebody with you possibly to look at this place, and they're telling you, "Ooh, no, not this one. You want this, this, and this, and this." That may be what they want. That may not be what you need. So be cognizant of that. Not to listen to everybody else telling you what they think you need. So I'm getting by the end of the year, probably around November time. So that's what I have. Do you have something different?
No, I actually moved on to somebody else. Okay. So I'm gonna let you go with that. So to Teal, will I get child support soon? It's been over a year. Y'all, these comments are coming in really, really fast. So if we are not answering quick enough, it's because the list is just, I ain't never seen it move this fast. I'm getting whiplash over here trying to find a question. So just bear with us because we are going to try to get to you. But Miss Harris, it is showing, yes, it is coming in, but Spirit is like, you got to stand your ground with that, which means, are you calling the Attorney General? Are you making sure that the paperwork is going through? Because I get a lot of procrastination. Unreliable is on top of this person, and I don't know if they've turned in everything that they're supposed to turn in, but it is showing that you have some money support that's coming in, and then you can move on, because it's showing you're really juggling money, and I can understand you want that money to come through, but Spirit is saying that you need to call them. If you have set it up through the courts, you need to get in with the courts and let them know that you have not received anything. Unreliable and deception is on top of this man, which means he's lying. He's doing a lot of shady shit, probably to slow stuff down. If you are a worker, dominate his ass. If you know somebody that is a worker, dominate his ass. Make him pay that money. It's coming in. I think you want it to come in faster than what it is coming in, but it's coming in, and it's because you're juggling that money. Spirit's like, shut up. Shut up. Because I was about to get on my soapbox. So yes, baby, your money is coming in. But they saying you need to stand strong and do the shit that you need to do on your end. Call them people. I haven't got my check yet. What is the holdup? If you're looking or waiting for him, he's deliberately trying to cause problems to slow it down. Mother fofo. All right, Miss Shishi.
All right. Sorry, on my phone you sound weird, but on the computer you sound fine. So I was just testing that theory. Do I sound weird on your end?
Yeah, you do. You sound like robot woman.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Let me see if I mute myself, if that will help.
I don't know why. All right, hold on. Let me see. Do I still sound like a robot woman? Oh,
you sound better. So let me mute myself when you're talking. What happened? Let's bring her. There we go.
I don't know what just happened. You see me again? Okay, talk.
You say talk? Do I sound funny when I talk?
Yeah, you sound funny on my end. And I sound funny on your end?
Yeah, but I can hear you. I mean, you got that, but I can hear you and understand you.
That's so weird. Hold on. Okay, you talk and I'm gonna mute my phone. Hold on, you keep talking.
Okay, so check. Microphone check 1, microphone check 2, 3.
Okay, so it's just me and your connection because when I play it on Facebook, it sounds pretty clear. So it's just me and you.
Okay.
That sounds good with each other. I don't know. Look, I just have to make sure. I'm like, am I sounding crazy? And people like,
Well, we can understand you. At least I can.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that they can on their end.
Oh, wait, no, Kaki said I sound like a robot.
You do sound like a robot. You want to sign out and come back in?
Yeah, I'm going to leave and come back in.
Adios. All right, y'all. Let's give her a minute to sign back in. Have y'all had the new Sonic with the nerds in it? Y'all, this shit is good. All right, let's see if she's coming back in. While we waiting on her, let's see. Coco. Let's ask Spirit what is next for you. Spirit, clear this deck. Coco. Any guidance, any messages that are coming in? Coco. All right, let's see. Okay, so the first thing that I get, something not working out and you deciding I am moving on, which is good because Ace of Wands is there and this is a passionate new beginning. Now, this could be a passionate new beginning where you're passionate about something that you're about to start, or it could be a job that you love. I'm not feeling like it is love. I see a lot of healing that has gone on with you, and I think that you're moving away from something that either hurt you. And this could even be physical pain. Now, they're saying you need to get a little bit control with the money, with the spending. But I see with the 10 of Cups, you have more stability coming in. Queen of Wands is standing in her power, which means I'm standing strong. I'm going for my goals. I'm not letting anything hold me back. So I am getting that you are moving towards something in a more aggressive way. You do have somebody from the past coming back, something with a reconciliation. But Spirit is like, take your time. I do see 10 of Pentacles. So this is a new job opportunity that's coming in. So I think you're going to end up connecting with something that you really, really love. And it looks like that this is moving towards the fall or even towards the beginning of the new year. But they're saying, take your time with this person coming back from the past. You've done a lot of healing. I keep hearing, don't go back to what you used to be. Don't go back to what you used to do. Everything is a passionate new beginning. All right. So let's see how you sound now.
All right. Can you hear me?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, good. That's better. Yay. Whose question did you answer? I'm sorry.
Coco's.
All right. So I'm going to answer Simone. Does she need to move back to Minneapolis? I was like, Minneapolis. No, Minneapolis. I'm automatically getting no, but I want to know why.
It's too fucking cold.
No, actually, it shows that it's going to sink you into depression. You're not going to be able to get out of the past that you know had already left. Automatically, they're saying there's going to be some bad ventures there. So it seems like a lot of your past comes back in. You're supposed to be moving forward, so you going back there is going to set you back a bit. And it also shows that, you know, there's some things that you wanted to personally keep to yourself, leave behind. It shows secrets being revealed that maybe you didn't want revealed from people that, you know, remember you there, or maybe that you had bad dealings with. But you're not supposed to go back there. You need to strategically sit down and say, okay, what is it that you want to do? Where's the area that you can be most successful at? Where do you feel really supported at, as a whole, with less toxicity? It also shows automatically, if you go back to Minneapolis, that, you know, whatever power that you've been stepping into and trying to gain, you lose. So it's a regression for you. The depression thing is the thing that, you know, really concerns me the most, especially since they're trying to move you away from, you know, the past, trying to move you away from certain people. Even in the area that you're in right now, they're going to move you away from that too. It's not where you're supposed to be. So just, you know, be fluid, be open. I think the toughest thing, you know, sometimes in the unknown is just surrendering. But that's also the best part of the unknown, is to surrender and say, okay, I can start over and recreate myself and go wherever I want. And that's what you need to start embracing right now, is the fact of the unknown, and that you can move somewhere and be whoever, whatever you need to be, and get new footing. No more going to the past. You can't recycle it, unfortunately, where you've been. So
That was something good. No, everything you said was good. I agree. Before, when I saw her question, Spirit is like she's outgrown that space. And the only thing that I heard too is, like you say, something with depression and mental stability. And it's because she's fucking with people that they're not healthy. And as a healer, as powerful as of a healer as you are, when you surround yourself with a crowd of unhealthy people, you start to pick up their attachments. You start to pick up their issues. And that's what's happening with you. You're letting yourself or your energy be tainted by people that you're trying to help. And you got to cleanse that. And some of these people honestly don't need your help. You're not supposed to help them. Yeah.
They don't want it. They want to stay where they are. I mean, and I'm going to piggyback off your comment in a sense, because when I was listening, you know, to the guides, they were automatically saying, you do have a lot of toxic people. You tend to attract toxic people because you think you can fix them.
I tell her that all the time. Yeah.
And you can't fix these people. And, you know, this is the year of the healer. And I said that in the beginning of 2023. It's not only for us to heal, but it's really our year to be selfish and to say, okay, you know what, I don't feel like dealing with that. Because you have to remember, the healers for a long time have been, you know, really pushing the past 5 years at least to really try to get people to get on this path and heal and move forward towards letting go of, you know, generational curses or, you know, bad cycles. And this year is about you. So if this is your bad cycle, which is attracting people or choosing people because you think you can fix them, you need to break that cycle. That's just not worth it.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. So let's see, Deborah, will I get the recognition for my career that I deserve? I feel like I'm being overlooked on purpose. You are being overlooked. The first thing that I got is your environment is working against you. So whatever this work environment, hidden treasure is on top of you, which means you bring something to the table that they're not seeing. They're not connecting with it. And it kind of puts you into old habits then, because it's almost like there's a lot of negative thinking that comes out. Am I not good enough? What's going on? I do feel like I work hard. There's a lot of back and forth that's going on with this energy. And it is showing that where you're working at, these people don't want to give you your props. And I get a lot of self-sabotage when it doesn't happen. So you have to be careful. Entrepreneurship is on top of you, which I think Spirit is trying to push you forward to maybe do something on your own. So if you are stuck in that energy, it may be time to look at something new, because you kind of get this card. I don't know if you can see it. I think the ring light is on it, but it's called New Door. And it's basically when one door closes, another door is going to open. if you are spinning your wheels in an environment where these people are not recognizing you and they're not promoting you and they're not trying to elevate you to a higher position, it is because you're being blocked. And if you're being blocked, you either have two choices: you knock the bitch down, or you go around and you find somewhere else where you are appreciated. If you put a lot of time into it, it could be that you don't want to do that. But I do see that you have people that are purposely sitting on you and not getting you to grow. Will you get some recognition? Yes, but it will be when you come out of the environment that you're in.
So a card popped out while you were giving that message, and like when you were giving that message, I was like told to let you know that sometimes our guides make us so uncomfortable in a place because we're supposed to move and we're being stubborn, right? Because it's the known. And we're like, no, we already know what's happening here. We know who's here. We know what to expect. It's like dealing with the devil that you know. But, you know, she's right. When you are in a place and you're spinning your wheels and you know, you feel like no doors are opening no matter which way you go, and it seems like there's no options, then the option is to go to a new building and find new windows and new doors. So when the card that popped out as she was ending her message was, you know, you got the Tower card. They're going to remove spiritual, you know, blockages for you to literally move you out there. If you continue to stay, then they'll break your world down there, you know, until you have no choice but to leave. So, yeah. Let's see. Nika, will real estate stick for me? You know, I was like, should I answer this question for Nika? And they were like, answer Nika's question. I was like, okay, you know what? And you get my first tarot deck, Nika. It has very little empathy. You know, this deck with this personality. So let's
give it to her straight.
Yeah, Nika's people come in every time she has a message. They're like, poof. But right now it's pretty calm. So you can make money. Here it is. You can make money. And they're telling you, you go into real estate, you can make a stick. It's a choice for you. You have to give it the focus. And it might take more focus than what you really want to give it. So you're going to have to be good with your time management. Because automatically money shows up. Prosperity, abundance here. The thing is, you're not going to love it, which is why you lose focus or interest in it. It's not something that can hold your interest. So I see automatically with, you know, what you like to do, the things you like to stick with, it sticks maybe for 6 months, but if you don't see results right away, you get bored. And this is one of those things. And they show me that you're going to walk away because you're not going to see the results right away. Now, should you choose to push through and actually, you know, stick with it, it is going to bring money, but then you're going to have to deal with pettiness. And you don't like dealing with pettiness either, because it's going to be a little bit competitive out here in the real estate world for you, wherever you're going or the company that you're going for. And then you're going to have to deal with people talking, you know, about your character or the way you do things. So, you know, just be prepared. You know, stepping into this world brings its own pettiness, which happens in most work areas. Everybody has their pettiness. But with this one, because of how competitive it is, you know, in your arena, in your area, you know, you're going to have some thick skin. But if you stick with it, you will make the money. But you have to give it more than 6 months. So.
Oh, Lord.
You have. But
it's true, though. I mean, I kept hearing focus, focus, focus. So it's something that she does. She has to push through because she has a plate. It's overloaded with a lot of stuff, but she has to focus. All right, VRT 706. Now that I finally made the move to a new city, what's next? Spirit is like, let go of old habits, which means what worked for you in the old city is definitely not going to work for you where you're at now. So you literally are a new beginning, but there's old habits that you brought. So it's almost like you come into a new environment, but you're still doing things the same way. And I feel like some of these old habits were the reason why you moved in the first place. I do get a lot of spiritual support around you. So I don't know if you've already got a job, but I see like your spiritual team is like, okay, we need to make this money. We need to get this money in. So I do see like an increase that's coming in for you. And this could be a new job. This could be an opportunity to make more money. But I am getting, there's a lot of negative talk that your guides are saying you have to kind of let that go, because it's almost like you're moving towards something, but it's like, I don't know if this is good for me. I don't know if I'm good enough for this. I don't know if I should be trying this. And it's showing that you're limiting yourself on what you believe. I see possibly new job opportunity. I do see new love. You got a lot of booty buddies around you, which means that you probably have a lot of people that are trying to get your attention, whether you're in a relationship or not. But I do see asserting yourself and going after what you want. Spirit is like, it's time for you to be your authentic self. And that's whoever you feel like you want to be. I keep hearing, don't let people dictate who you are. Don't let other people tell you who you are. And this may even be friends and family that are still trying to police you. But it is showing opportunity for a job is coming in. And I hear stand strong. I see new love opportunities are coming in. You have some stuff that's opening up, but you got to let go of that old way of thinking is what I'm hearing.
All right. I have Nisi Elmore. Will things change in my life soon? This seems like it's going to be a deeper question, so I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible because there seems like there's a lot going on in your life. So let's see. So you have some things moving forward. Your finances should get better. They should balance out. It shows like, work that you're putting in, whether it be to get a new job or to, move up in a job or to get a job, period. Things are going to pay off. It shows movement. So it looks like you're going to either be moving in a job or you're going to be moving to a new place, as far as living. Now, emotionally, there's going to be some balance that's going to be given to you because it seems like financially, when things get moved off your plate or things get better, that's going to give you a lot of relief. So that's like your biggest one is financial and abundance and, looking for basically financial comfort or relief. So that is going to be changing for you. Now, here's the deal. You got to stop. I'm not going to cuss because they'll they'll blank it out, won't they? Facebook now. You got to stop fracking around. Okay. I was like, they blank it out now.
As bad as my mouth is on Facebook and YouTube, they have not done anything like that.
Okay. So you got to stop fucking around. It's like, certain things need to be done and you continually procrastinate on them. You continuously put them off or you try not to look at them. In this case, the things that you're dealing with could be easily moved forward, not completely solved, but at least easily adjusted if you look at them and start putting together a plan. It's like you're scared to look at the issues on your plate. And so they compound. If you get money in and you know that you need to save money, as hard as it can be sometimes, because we want to go spend in these strazas, you need to save it. You need to start putting things aside. You need to learn how to make your money, benefit you in the long run. Also, your health. I mean, the stress and the anxiety that you give yourself over things that don't matter, especially with people that take away your energy, you need to let that go. A lot of, the fatigue that you feel is because some of the energy and emotional vampires in your life. And that's showing strong. I mean, you don't have to help everybody because you're not exactly in a position to offer the assistance strength-wise and emotionally wise to everybody that's coming to ask you. And stop messing around with, the people that you want to be, lover-wise. Some of these people aren't giving you the energy that you deserve. And if you're in a relationship, you're not getting the energy that you deserve or the energy that you're putting into it, into your relationships. So you need to just focus on you. Don't give anybody any more than what they're willing to give you at this current point in time, because energy-wise, you just don't have it to give. You are in survival mode. And so you need to slowly start making steps to get out of survival mode. So yeah, things will change in your life, and it'll especially change when you get the financial stability that you're looking for. But definitely when you start cutting out the people that are just draining you, you have to let them go. So that's what I got for you.
Yeah. I feel like Spirit is kind of pushing you towards therapy, because there's something where there's something from the past that is you haven't resolved. So everything that she said, but it's literally like there's something that maybe you're having a hard time letting go of resolving, and it goes way back. So this is shadow work. This is looking at something that's really, really deep that you don't want to see. And that's where the obstacle, that's where the blockage is. So take your time, but you might need to invest in like some type of therapy or life coaching or something that can help you get deeper into that. All right, sweets. Is Levi my life partner or somebody else? I don't really feel like Levi is, and it's because I keep feeling like deception. I kept wanting to see it go the direction that I wanted it to go, which would be like, yes, he is your life partner, but I don't think he's ready to be anybody's life partner. And it's weird because I don't know if this is holding on to an emotion from the past or somebody from the past, but I feel like something is not resolved with him. So I do see flirtation. And you have more than one person that's coming your way, because I see you do want a life partner. But I feel like something is not quite right with the energy with you and him. I get soulmate or some type of karmic energy that makes y'all feel this. But I think you feel it more stronger than he does. Let me look at one more thing. I just want to look at him by himself, because something's about him that's just like not feeling right. Levi, spirit. Show me anything I need to see about Levi. All righty. See, the marriage card keeps coming up on him, and I don't know if this is a relationship or a long-term relationship or somebody that he's trying to pull away from. I do see something with him needing to be healed, and I get a lot of gossip, and the cheating card is on top of him. There's a lot of deception around this dude. He ain't the one until he tell you the truth. He is not your life partner until he's honest with you. And I really don't feel like he's being honest. And I don't typically feel it this strongly, but I don't feel like he's being honest.
I also get that, but what's interesting is like the thing that he's not being honest about. I don't get that perhaps it's a relationship that he's in, but it's a relationship that he's dealing with.
It's something that he hasn't closed the door on, whether it's a physical person or it's an emotional person. Either way it go, you can't move forward with somebody that's still in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't see like, yeah.
So I mean, he may not be out there, you know, doing dirty with her, but it's he's not moving towards marriage because he's still looking the other way. So he has to be honest with himself or honest with her about this.
I definitely get himself first, because he is not being honest with himself. Deanna Marie Hartnett, is anyone new coming into my life?
I don't even see that. Hold up. Let me see. Oh, got it.
So lovey love. You have new people coming to your life. You self-sabotage when it comes to relationships. It shows that, you know, you feel like you've been hurt in the past, that, you know, you kind of are always waiting for whoever's new to make their mistake where they disappoint you. And so you kind of consistently wait for the worst, and you're like, okay, if I see their worst and I can deal with it, then, you know, it's going to be all right, instead of, you know, seeing, all right, let's look at this person as a whole in this situation. It also shows that you are definitely feeling lonely, and so it's giving off a little bit of an air of desperation in certain cases. It seems like there's somebody that you're interested in, or like at least coming in the picture where you're really interested in them. And so naturally your instinct is that you want to chase. And in this case, they're saying when this person comes in, don't chase this person. You know, be slow, give it time, watch and observe this person before you go all in and drop your heart, you know, on the plate. I also show fatigue from expecting the worst. So, you know, with this being said, you know, you need to really pour into yourself before you jump into the next relationship. You need to learn to trust your instincts and yourself before you try to, I guess, figure somebody else out, because you have so much self-doubt going on with even friendships. But I even show you've had people that came in and you're just like, and it fizzles apart. But it's not really like you're always physically or in the act of doing something. It's an energy thing. So your energy is a little sometimes off-putting in this relationship, because you self-sabotage it with waiting for the other shoe to drop. But I still get that you have, not just this one person coming in, you have other people coming in and they're observing you, they're curious about you, but then it just doesn't move past that. So yeah, you have a lot of ups and downs. Let me see exactly here. Let me ask this question a different way. What is the self-sabotage happening here? I'm trying to get more details, because that's what I need. Hey, Leticia. Hey, everybody joining us. Let's see. It's definitely a lot of anxiety and fear when it comes to relationships. Yep, there it is. So you have a lot of anxiety, you have a lot of fear when it comes to relationships. You're consistently looking in the past, but you're also comparing a lot of the time your relationships to maybe what other people have. And, when it comes to that, when you look at other people's relationships, it's always going to look great if you're looking at it on Facebook or you're seeing it out and about, because you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. So don't compare your relationships to those people's, and stop living in the past when it comes to those relationships. Spiritually, you still have some growing to do, with healing the disappointments from the past. I would suggest, maybe talking to someone neutral, therapy, just, start getting that energy out and that pain out, as you are stepping back into the dating world. Because it seems like also when you get in relationships, you give away a lot of power, because you start doubting your value in the relationship. So that's what I have for you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I just got a sour nerd or something. Hold up.
Are you eating? I thought you were drinking something.
I am, but it has nerds in the bottom, and I don't know what the hell, but it was like, ugh, I had to pucker for a minute. Miss Henry, any guidance for me? Spirit is saying I kept getting tough love. Whatever you're trying to avoid, Spirit is like you need to start hitting it head on, saying what you mean, meaning what you say. And this could be pertaining to somebody in your life. It's also showing a natural born leader. So I feel like that you're being pushed to step forward. And there's something coming in with something with success and recognition for you. But I think that's where they're saying that you need to be honest with yourself and honest with people around you. Tough love could be that there's something that you need to see that you've been avoiding, but you need to deal with it. If this is something where you're an entertainer, or you are putting yourself out there in the public eye, but you may need to get what do you call it? Choreographer, the person who teaches you how to dance. Thank you.
Choreographer.
There's whatever it is that you're trying to do, it's kind of like that you need to be building your support around it and then standing strong, because I feel leadership is coming in. I feel like recognition is coming in, but I keep getting tough love. Like if there's something that you really need to look at yourself and fix, it's time to fix it. This could be somebody else that you're dealing with. There's something going on in your environment too, and I don't know if it needs to be cleaned out or structured more, but it looks like when it is, you function better. So you do have the shooting star is your final card, but fear came after that, which means you have something that's about to open up for you, but you're scared to do some of the things that you need to do to make this happen. Could be a fear of success. Could be something that's holding you back. But Spirit is like they're trying to make you step into your fullest potential. But then we got your fears are holding you back or keeping you back. And they're like, let go. Natural born leader is showing that you were born to be recognized. You were born to be in a position of status. but your fears may be holding you back. And that could be where they're like, look at yourself and let go of some of this stuff, that you may be holding on to.
All right. Lakeisha Parnell wants insight into her relationship and finances. Let's see.
Here's the matter.
All right, so finances wise, you need to get down to a budget. Serious budget. It looks like, you continuously have more going out than coming in. So maybe calling, certain companies and setting up certain payment plans to take some of the stress off of you would be good, because it seems like you have a lot happening all at the same time when it comes to your finances. Automatically we have the Ace of Coins reversed, which means that your money is definitely a little funny, your abundance, even your relationship may be a little bit strained at this moment in time. But I see the strain in relationship is due to communication and not due to a lack of love. They're automatically saying that you guys can get yourself out of this situation if you guys sit down, talk it through, and come together with plans as a couple. It seems that you guys are working individually, like looking at, once again, like, this is my problem, this is her problem. Let's like look at this as two people against one problem. I see also that you kind of just feel like you're working more in your divine masculine at the moment, which is a little off-putting for him, because your gentleman is definitely more of a large divine masculine person. So it's not like he can't step into the role of alpha male, because he has, and he does many a times. He's feeling a little overwhelmed, not per se with you, but just all over with the situation. I see that once you guys sit down, you guys come out with a plan, you guys look at all of this, I do see the finances getting better, and I do see the relationship becoming even stronger, because I don't see where the relationship is weakened per se. I don't see it like being destroyed or falling apart or being finished. But I do see where the communication and working together will help strengthen it and open just more loving communication and doorways for you. You have good news coming out in a couple of months, so it could be that maybe you're getting money from somewhere as well, because I'm definitely getting that it's financial. So unexpected money comes to you in the next few months. They're saying use this wisely. So even if you save part of it and then put part of it on, perhaps a bill or another concern that you have, that would work. But they definitely want you to save part of it. But you have some good things opening up. And good, you have some opportunities where you can bring in extra money as well yourself. They're saying you're choosing to keep yourself bound when it comes to finances and how much money you bring in. You're not thinking outside the box, nor are you as excited about certain things as you may have been a few months ago with some ideas that you had. So you've gone through a lot of traumatic situations recently, or, in the past year or so, that have kind of left you a little depressed, but they're definitely trying to move you out of this so that you can get back on your feet and, really work towards the things that you were excited about, in the past. So they're going to reopen that, rekindle that fire that you had. So then you can start bringing in the extra money that you wanted to bring in, have the excitement that you wanted to have, and also, re-spark certain things in your relationship. So that's what I have.
All right. So Miss Harris, Simone was saying you need a purple, orange, and green candle. Reach out to her. She may have some more information to give to you, Simone. Let me see. And I started her comment, so maybe you'll see it, but I'm pretty sure. You just go back through and hit her up. So let me see. Shaw, why is the connection between me and Marcus so strong? It's a karmic connection. You've been together before in a past life. There's some things that you need to work out in this life, but yeah, y'all been together before. I don't know if there was a marriage. I don't think it was, but I do feel like that there was some sort of relationship where there was chemistry. So, and you still feel it strongly in this lifetime.
I get that there was good sex. Automatically when I saw it was like good sex.
Oh, absolutely.
There was good sex.
Because the chemistry is strong. Chemistry is strong even in this lifetime. So I'm pretty sure, yeah. It's good to know some things cross over in a good way, right?
Thank God, right? At least you know that's working. Let's see.
For something.
I know. We're not doing any general messages, right? So if you guys have a specific question,
you know, if you want to, yeah, I would prefer. I would definitely prefer specific questions.
Okay.
But if you do want a general reading, you can hit she up on her page, the Calico Goddess. If you want to go deeper into these messages that we're giving now, definitely reach out, hit us up for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But either one. I said they can hit you up on your page too.
Well, if they want to go a little deeper, you know, it's my page though. They already know me. But if they have the connection and they want to go deeper into the message, they can hit you up on the Calico Goddess. So who we looking at?
Angel Heart. I've been depressed a while. What message comes from my ancestors? Let's see. Let's see. It's so funny, our time difference, because I'm like, you know, I know it's really bright and sunny over there in Texas and the sun's setting over here.
Girl, I know. I got this back door open and I feel like I'm melting. I don't even see Angel's name. Every time I do this with people, I'm like, where are y'all getting these names at? I have to go all the way down the list.
It's like more towards the bottom. But the comments are moving really, really fast.
They are moving real, real fast. And I was trying to get some of the YouTube people, because sometimes I don't know what it is about StreamYard. Sometimes YouTube doesn't give them love. You know, you don't always see it.
I haven't used StreamYard in so long because I've been, you know, working all the time. All right. There is depression. A lot of depression. And you feel like people are judging you. And like you have no support. Definitely, I see this. Okay, so let's see here. All right. So, all right. You're going through a lot. And some of this you don't have to go through. Some of it you can really erase off your plate. You tend to feel like you have to solve everything at the same time, and you don't. A lot of what you have to solve right now is within you and some certain connections within family. So what I'm seeing right now is you probably have family or people that you consider family where you feel like they're attacking you, or like you're not getting the support from them, or there's just a lot of judgment coming from them. Your guides are asking you to consider the source, because this is something where you fall into. Like you put a lot of emphasis on what family or people that you consider family. You put a lot of emphasis on their words. And you kind of take it, you know, heavy to heart. Looking at this, you need to really start standing in your own strength. It's like, you know, they may say, oh, you know, this is who you are. But that's not who you are just because they think that's who you are. You know who you are. So you're literally just letting people kind of tell you who you are instead of knowing yourself. The other part is you're kind of staying in an area that's not healthy for you, that's not good for you. And you're really nervous about leaving that area. And it's time to make that move. It's time to start applying for, you know, different jobs, or, you know, in different areas. It's time to really start being prepared to make a move to a new area that is going to be healthier and makes you happy. Where you're at just is not it. Automatically, you're coming up, you know, with a queen card. Basically, and you get the queen swords, you know, this is someone who is a warrior. This is someone who really stands in their own power and does so unapologetically. And you spend so much time apologizing for who you are. I know, right? I remember these messages too. I am laughing. I'm like, oh my God.
Well, we got 2 Queen of Swords reading right now. Like, come on.
This is someone who stands in their power unapologetically. And this is something that you have to learn. Now, a lot of people assume the Queen of Swords, when you have that energy, that's someone that you're born as. The Queen of Swords is made from experiences, from lessons, from observations, and from stepping through fire. So this is your fire that you're stepping through. This is you stepping through these things to stand in your truth. And you need to stand on them despite the fact if they're going to stand with you or not. You need to be prepared that sometimes when you're standing up for yourself and you're moving on to things that you know inside it's time for you to move on to, you may be standing alone. A lot of the people that you're listening to, they've not done anything remotely similar to what you're thinking about doing. And you're surrounded by a lot of people that live in fear. Fear of failure, fear of not having enough, fear of making the wrong move, and you cannot live in that sort of energy. Okay? So, I want you to sit down. I want you to write down what it is that you want from your life. And then I want you to find people who actually have done that in their life, because you're taking advice from people who haven't ever made that move. And that's allowing you to sink. You're not surrounding yourself with people that are uplifting. You cannot have butterfly dreams with caterpillar people. And you are continuously surrounding yourself with these sort of people. Once you start really stepping into your own power, once you really start, more than anything, believing in yourself and speaking life into yourself and pouring into yourself, you'll find that depression starts breaking down. But first you got to break that circle that's, binding you, because automatically they're showing the depression. They're showing that you want to get out of the depression, but they're also showing the family members, the friends, the people that you've had close around you, keeping you in that depression. So ultimately, it's time to pour into you and focus on you, and speak life into yourself, because they're not going to do it unless you're on their terms. And that's not fair to you. So that's what I have for you.
That was deep.
So
What you say, you can't be a butterfly hanging around caterpillars?
yeah, butterfly dreams for people.
Ooh, I love that. I don't want no caterpillars. But I guess you got to start somewhere. But like if they still caterpillars, right? You've already come out your cocoon and you doing your wings and all that stuff like that.
Well, it's like when they tell you, like if you want to make more money, then you need to get to know people who are making money. You can't hang around people who are always broke or even wanting to stay broke and content with staying broke, or people like when you're trying to look for a good relationship, you can't always get the advice from people who always want to stay in toxic relationships, or just even think that the toxic relationship is where they should be, much less even toxic relationship with ourselves that we have sometimes. So you got to upgrade things around you to get where you need
that's
to
true. Jazz always tells me, what did she tell me? She told me this a couple of months ago. She go, all your friends broke.
Look, that's why we hanging around you. And it's like
the way she said it was like, you must think I have money.
No, it's funny because I was telling someone, I was like, some of the richest people in the world, like, and Tanya knows, I've sat down and been eating with millionaires and didn't even know. I was sitting down eating.
I massage people that have money and don't even know they have money. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And I was like, but you know what? Those people who have that money, they don't brag about it. And it's the same people who have really good power, in the spirit world. They don't brag about it. They're quiet. And so, power and money, when they have it like that, is pretty quiet. Yeah. And so if it's the
real deal, yeah. If it's the real deal power and real deal money, yeah. I wouldn't be talking about shit either.
Yeah, exactly. Because, usually those people who are quiet are the people that work the hardest for it. We're not talking about the people who like just glided into like money from the family. Like they actually worked for their money. They're quiet about it.
Absolutely. I agree. So let's see. Celeste Battle. I think I found my person. How will it go? So here's the thing. You came from an energy where it looks like you were really, really hurt, and you're still trying to heal from whatever that trauma is, which I think is a past relationship, because it's showing that you were attracted to somebody and they broke your heart. And it's showing that even though you let that person go emotionally, you haven't completely healed from the pain of that. So spirit is like, this person is not a bad person. I see that you feel like that they are the one. But there's a lot of self-esteem that you need to work on, because it's showing that codependency can be very easy with you. Like, I know you're the one. I know I want to be with you. I can't tell you where it's going to go. I don't see marriage or anything right now. And I think it really too, when you first start with someone, you probably just need to go with the flow of it to see what it feels like, because of course, if you're getting readings on somebody and I tell you that it's not going to work out, you're not going to want to put the energy into it, because it's like, I don't want to waste my time. But spirit is like, this is a learning lesson for you. This is like getting back on the horse and being able to learn to love yourself and love somebody else. I am getting a lot of chemistry with this person. I'm getting some romantic feelings with this person. But spirit is like, take your time, because somewhere down the line, you and this person are going to have some differences with the way that you think or you view life. And that's going to be that bump. And if you're not healed, that first bump is going to be like, I'm out because you're fixing to do me dirty. So spirit is kind of like, take your time, because I mean, there's no such thing as a perfect relationship. And I hear that a lot from people. I think I found my person, or I think I found the person. And I'm like, what exactly does that mean? But I'm getting it is that the person that you feel like is for you. And I do get romantic feelings, but I also feel like this is really still new. This is still learning for you. So take your time with it. I see that he's attracted to you. I see the chemistry is there. I don't see anything where it's like moving towards marriage right now. Maybe it's not supposed to, because I feel like spirit is like, let's slow this down, because you really need to get to know him and feel a lot more secure. But it's not so much about him. It's about you finding yourself. They want you to work on you. And this is your self-esteem, so that you can handle these bumps when they come.
All right. So Allison Pattinson, I'll pull for the strongest messages, because we're not doing general, but you said, are there any, ancestors, thoughts, or spiritual messages for me? Automatically, there's something that you think you want to do, and their answer is no. And it's something that would just kind of disappoint you emotionally. So let's see.
I know I saw. Okay, there we go. Oh, no, that's a different question.
All right. So if you're looking at being in a relationship with certain person, or trying to work on a relationship with certain person, they're telling you to detach, take a step back. Not because that person is not for you or the relationship won't work out. They want you to look at things from a different perspective. Not all fault is yours. You tend to carry a lot of things on your back that are not your fault. You take a lot of responsibility for things that are not your fault. You automatically have, like, you're a strong individual. You've gone through a lot of things. You move through things. You don't let things keep you down too long. And they say you're wasting a lot of your talent, a lot of your time on things that just aren't bearing fruit. So they want you to really look at, what is it that's going to give back to you, especially with your career? Like, are you happy in your job? Is that really feeding you? Do you feel like you're living to your fullest potential? And they're saying, no, you're just always playing it safe. And that's understandable. You also tend to surround yourself with really dominating people, or at least one particular person, one person in particular that's really a dominating energy, and they don't like that person. They're trying to move that person out of your life. And I feel like that person is causing you to be stagnant. And it's not by their actions. It's like your guides are like, we don't want you to completely glow up around this person because they're going to take from you and they're going to ride your skirt tails, or they're going to, you know, ask you, you know, for things that they don't need to be asking you for, make you responsible for their life or their success or whatever. They want that person removed. So then when you're glowing up, you're not going to have to deal with that person trying to suck energy or something out of you. Especially with the prosperity and abundance they want to give you. They automatically say that you need to have defenses up with this person, and you know who they are. You know who they are. They cause you to question yourself. They cause you to feel inferior. And they make you cower. So while everybody else, like, who knows you and loves you knows that you're a strong person, this person makes it seem like you're weak. It's look, I'm looking at Simone's toxicity is strong, and that's why it's hard to get away from. It is strong. And I feel like it's something in the air right now. Like, there's a lot of toxicity going on. I don't know why. But with everything that you want, they want to give it to you. They just don't want to give it to you with that person in your life because they know that person will take from you. So get rid of this person. Let go of that person who is just pushing you down under the thumb, and things will start moving quickly. And when they move this person out of your life, okay, when the person's gone, don't let them back in. Don't let them wiggle their way back in, because it's just a vampire. They're just after you for what they can get. They're not a true friend. So.
All right, let's see. Rochelle Graham, do Damien have enough love for me to fight?
Why do we gotta sigh?
I feel like all the energy is coming from you. I feel like that you have enough to fight for both, but then I get red flags on top of him. There's a lot of love coming from you. True love is on top of you. Worth waiting for is on top of you. Willing to make changes is on top of you. And I think I think freeing yourself from a cycle is like, I've done this, I've been through this, and you're beautiful. And I know that means nothing when it comes to a relationship. I know that's the aesthetics of you, but I don't just see it as you're beautiful on the outside. I see that you're beautiful on the inside, and you're expending a lot of energy for somebody that is not reciprocating that energy. So spirit is like, they've already talked to you about this and you're not ready to let go. So you have to play this out the way you want to play it out, babe. But I would protect your heart.
So, look, you know, I'm getting old. I'm like, okay, I can't really read with my glasses like this anymore. All right.
I love how you come in with them eyes. Like, let me see what we looking at.
I know. I have to. Let me see. Let's see. I lost my question.
Was that bell on your side?
Yeah, you know, my sister's messages from her iPhone keep popping in.
Oh, because I was like, where the fuck that bell come from? Where that bell come from?
I'm like, where did my question go? Oh, there it is. Yesenia Realis. How can I be happy? Why am I torn? Let's see. Because they're saying there's really no reason for you to be torn, but nothing drastic, but let's see. You feel alone in a room full of people, so we have that. So you feel like you're not connecting with people the way you would like to. It just seems like your connections that used to be really strong are a little shallow now, but they're saying that you need to take time to cultivate it. you also need to get out there. You're kind of just going within and kind of just wanting to distance yourself from the world at this moment in time. It just seems like a little overwhelming with everything that you have going on, but you also are ready for something new. It's like the old is boring you. You're ready for a move. You're kind of getting, antsy. So it's like at this moment in time, you're like, what's the next move? Not that, you're unhappy, but what's the next move? Because you know that you're not where you want to be for your prosperity and abundance. And you're right. So you're stagnant, you're bored, you need something new. And that something new isn't exactly where you are. Does it mean you have to move out of state or move away completely? No, but there's something that, you can make maybe a small change. Maybe it's like a new group of friends, or maybe going to do things like other activities that make you a little bit happier, but you have to break the boredom. You have to break that boredom. And you do need to meet new people. You do need to meet some new people. It seems like while you still can cultivate some of your relationships and make them stronger, you need some new as well. So just breaking a pattern. Also, stop looking in the past with the past heartbreaks and disappointments, because that's part of the reason why you're kind of just by yourself, especially mentally and emotionally. You're living in the shoulda, woulda, couldas right now, and that's not going to do you any good. So yeah, no more of that is what I'm getting. No more of that, but definitely let the past go. Think about it, say that's the past. There's nothing I can do about that now. What's in the present? Where am I going for the future? And keep it going.
All righty. Let's see. Is there any messages from spirit? So the first thing that I'm getting is I kept hearing you don't need approval from other people. So if you're waiting to complete something, or you're putting something off because you're waiting for somebody to co-sign it and be like, okay, yeah, you can do it. Spirit is like, no. Hidden treasure is on top of you, which means there's some things that are going to open up, but I do get a lot of spiritual awakening for you. So don't be surprised if you start seeing things really, really clearly and you're moving in a different direction. And a lot of people are questioning you, like, why are you doing that? Where are you going? It's all spirit. It literally is showing some type of awakening. And most of your cards that I'm getting is literally an awakening, visionary, looking at things a lot differently, creative projects, spirituality that's growing, possibly even teaching or taking classes to expand your spiritual growth. But I feel like the ancestors are coming through and they're opening your eyes and showing you something different or something new. And it is going to help guide you to that next phase. So, but you don't need approval. I keep hearing that. If you're waiting for somebody to be like, it's okay for you to move in that direction, you don't need that. Just go. And there's going to be a lot of things that open up, especially spiritually. Pay attention to your dreams. I feel like there's a lot coming in with dreams for you.
Yesenia said she's torn between loving herself and a man. Always love yourself more.
What?
Always love yourself more. And it's not a selfish thing. Even
okay, let me find this name. I ain't even see that. I'm glad I didn't see it.
we're gonna take 2 minutes on this. Okay, 2 minutes. Even in manifestation wise, even in spiritual wise, when you love yourself more, then you're going to attract the people that are going to give you that same energy. It all really starts with you. And a lot of people mess up in the sense of thinking that if they give more, if they love more, or they love the person more than they love themselves, that they'll get that same kind of love. And that's actually inconsistent. It doesn't work. When you love yourself more and you pour into yourself, it puts out a certain energy where the person has to keep up with you. Either they're going to step up their game or you end up leaving them behind. But you should never be torn between loving yourself and another person. It's always you. Always you, because you're going to have the energy to love yourself. And when you love yourself more, then you can pour into somebody else. I do not subscribe to the I'm missing my other half mindset. I think it's two wholes coming together to form a healthy relationship. And when it's two people who are halved coming together to make a relationship, it results in codependency and unhealthy behavior. But we also live in this society sometimes where we see these romance movies where the person who loves more, oh, they're going to catch the guy or the girl because they gave so much. And it's kind of that's not really how it is. Then it causes you to feel like you're lacking in something when you're not. You're good just as you are. So you should never, ever, 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 ever be torn between loving yourself and another person.
You said that so eloquently, and I'm glad that you're the one that answered it. I really
You'd have been
am.
like, oh, yeah. That's what
No, no, because that's the toxic energy in me that kind of wants to be like, what the fuck? But I get it. And it was sad. I immediately felt a sense of sadness when you said that somebody had to question loving themselves or pouring energy into, and not just a man. Not just a man. I think women are conditioned to grow up like this. And we as mothers, if you have children, especially daughters, we have to stop conditioning to think that we have to put ourselves behind people to be seen as nurturing or loving people. We have to stop that. We really do, because we're raising women that are martyrs. I have to keep sacrificing myself to have somebody into my life. It's not right. To be honest, how can you love somebody else if you don't even know how to love you? If you don't know how to make yourself happy, how do you even expand that with a person or a partner? When I was miserable, I was married and miserable. And I put everything before, and y'all know I share, I overshare. But I think I was raised that the man, you're supposed to pour the energy into your partner. And when they're happy, they're supposed to pour that back into you and make you feel like you're doing something. But what happens when you end up with partners that don't do that? You end up so empty, and you just, it's not a good energy, y'all. We have to stop doing this. As women, we need to be balanced 100%. But that was sad. It wasn't wrong, and I completely get where, I understand where she's coming from. So please don't think that we're downing you. We're not. I have been there, and I think most women here can relate to the energy of that. So we are not please don't think that we're downing you for that. That was a very deep comment. It was a very deep comment.
I think for people that don't know me, Tanya is one of my best friends, and I'm one of her best friends, even though she didn't like say it all the time. But we are really close, and we've talked about this so many times with the sacrifices that women make for relationships, whether it be friendships, children, or even your partner. And it's interesting because, now I've stepped into the world of coaching, and I see like the different steps that many women go through, which is like, okay, you want to find your partner, you want to find your other half. And then it comes to, okay, so I found my other half, must pour, must pour, must pour. And you're continuously giving of yourself, but not replenishing, your resources for yourself. But then also we're taught that, okay, you're not, and it's not perhaps even always from our parents, it's just society, how they do the programming, that unless you are with a partner, then you're missing something, or unless you have children, then you're missing something. And I think that's a narrative that has to greatly change. And we're taught that if you pour so much into yourself, that you're selfish, that you're not nurturing, that you're not working in, your divine feminine, What people fail to mention is the divine feminine is not friendly. It is not this soft, nurturing.
She's powerful.
She's powerful. She is a person, an example of someone really working in their divine feminine, not saying that sometimes their behavior is not toxic, is Rihanna. Rihanna works completely in her divine feminine, unapologetically, and with no explanation. And the divine feminine is a warrior. She's a nurturer when need be, but truly she's a warrior. And so I mean,
Beyonce too, though. Beyonce too.
Also works
always in her divine feminine.
And a lot of people assume that the divine feminine is that, you know, you're stepping like a doormat, and it's not. It doesn't mean that you don't run into the same issues that, you know, women who aren't completely comfortable with their divine feminine and powered divine feminine don't run into. Like, look at Beyonce and Rihanna. They've been cheated on. Beyonce's still with her husband. Jay-Z still looks like a camel to me, but she loves Jay-Z. You know? And Jay-Z does whatever he does for her. But they work together. They both work in their energies, and that's why, you know, they are whatever power couple they want to be. But being in your divine feminine does not mean that you have to be weak. It doesn't. It's a powerful, powerful energy to work in. And I think that we should promote it as such, not as that it's just the nurturer.
We almost lost 20 people with this conversation. And it's interesting because I kept seeing the numbers go lower and lower and lower. And it's because there are a lot of women that don't want to hear it. There are a lot of men that don't want to hear it. Which tells us in 2023 there's still healing that needs to be done, you know, with things that are going on. All right, let's go ahead and finish out some readings, sweets. Did I get the last one? You got the last one, right?
Well, I'll just answer that question, so you grab the last one because I just went on to that question. So you go.
So let's see. Carissa, is my son being bullied by a kid named John at his school? Oh, I hope not. Let's see. Carissa's son. Okay, so yeah, I am getting something where your son feels like he has to watch his back with John. He's trying to walk away from that situation, but I see a lot of confusion with that. And I do see 10 of spades is showing that you are going to put an ending to it. I get some type of message coming in. This is either you going to the school and handling it, or you're going to talk to John's parents, but it is going to be handled because Ace of Spades is like, I'm not going to put up with it at all.
I don't know how to say this name because it's symbols, but should I stay in my marriage? Do you see it?
Girl, I don't know what it is because I swear I'm on the same page that you are on.
So I'm going to answer this question not as a yes or no, but I'll give you the options. You make that decision. I'm not going to tell you should you stay in your marriage. That's a decision for you. Okay? So staying, it looks like the person that you're with is not really prepared to be the strength that you need. It also shows that, you know, you feel alone in this relationship, and also shows that you feel like you have no options when it comes to certain things in this relationship. So you feel kind of trapped. You feel like it's not moving anywhere. The thing about this person is they're not doing anything to move it either. The love is there and they care for you. Okay. They care for you. They are not good at expressing it, and nor are they good at solving marital issues. They think it'll solve itself, or they think once again that you should be the person to solve it, and then they'll just come along for the ride. That's, you know, where you are right now. If you go, there's a lot of doubt there. You're not sure if it's going to be better out here in the streets trying to meet someone new. You have a fear of being alone, and that's understandable. Nobody wants to be alone. But I do see where staying in the relationship isn't going to fulfill you in the needs that you're asking to be fulfilled. It's not giving you the security that you want, nor is it giving you the emotional support that you want. It's just this person mentally, maybe even in their heart, they love you, but it's just they don't want to put the work into the relationship as much as you do. So you will be consistently pouring more work or more into this relationship than the other person until that person either A, gets therapy, works out whatever traumas or issues they have, to be able to love you properly. And the thing is, even if it wasn't you, this person's just not able to give anyone a healthy love that they desire. They just aren't able to. So they have a line of failed relationships even before you, and even their friendships. So the things that they consider and value are not the same things that you value. You guys have, maybe when you first got together, you guys had similar values. But as of right now, you guys have grown apart. Your values have changed. And your stance on relationships and what makes it work and the strength of it has changed. So unless you guys are going to go to therapy and work that out, and they're going to heal themselves as you heal yourself and, you know, the relationship, I don't see it turning out the way you would like. So.
All right, Miss Tasha Shannon, my mindset is changing. I'm looking at changing directions of a lot of things. What the spirit have for you? You having a disconnect. And I think the thing about it is that you've been in this energy, and some of this has come with you from childhood. So I feel like there's a healing that is finally happening, and I think you've been on this road for a while, but it looks like that you're coming to something where it's like, I don't like where this is going, and I'm getting a lot of self-victimization and blame, and a lot of things that you're like, woe is me, why is it me, why is this always happening to me? And spirit is showing that you're trying too hard to control things a certain way, harder than what you should. So I do feel like that the change of direction is kind of what spirit is pushing you towards. Could be a new move that's coming in. There's some people that you're walking away from. It's like, I don't fit in with this. And it's also showing too that you need to be careful of extracurricular activities that you're doing just to kind of numb the pain or take distractions from what needs to be done, because it's showing that you're trying not to look at some things that need to change, but knowing deep down inside that it is time for a change of direction. Not going to be easy for you because there's some childhood trauma that needs to be healed and let go of. And it's kind of not only going on you, but it looks like it's kind of taking over in your environment. Spirit is like the energy is played out. It's time to let that energy go. But I do feel like you're going to be connecting with somebody in a relationship or a way that may also help you grow. And it might be a part of this new direction that you're trying to go in.
Stephanie Mack, should I quit my toxic job? It's been physically and emotionally draining.
Oh, Lord, I got the wrong question. It's like I got the name, but the wrong question.
However, then I'm risking it all. Let me tell you, leaving a toxic environment is the best thing you can do. Anytime. And I know that coming from a toxic job. When you leave it, you're sitting here thinking that the money won't come. You automatically have. We have the ace of coins. The money's going to come. The money's going to come. You stay here, it's not going to come. You staying here is going to make you sick. But also you staying here, it shows that they're going to try to do something to get you fired. So they're going to try to push you out. So it's better that you prepare to go before they do something even more shady. Automatically, I see that you're going to be moving forward. It's happening. You're leaving the job. So do it on your terms. Doors are going to open for you as soon as you set on your mind and say, okay, guides, ancestors, universe, whoever you talk to, God, it's time for me to go. Open all the doors for me, so that I may have many options and choose the best for me. Something, that's healthy, blah, blah, blah. Put what you want in there as you send this out and start applying. But they're saying as of right now, you definitely have to keep your defenses up because people are watching you. They want you to mess up and they're looking for things to try to make life hell for you. So be prepared for that. It's definitely time for you to go. And yes, you may be risking it all, but you're going to get it back. You're going to get it back tenfold. So
All right, let's see. Fletcher, why is the connection between me and Junie so strong? I think we're toxic together. Y'all are toxic as fuck. I get a lot of back and forth with this. I do. I was looking at the cards. It's like, we together, we ain't together. We together, we ain't together. Communication was upside down. The only cards that were upright were them passion cards. Passion, attraction, chemistry. You make me feel good to a certain point. It shows that there's no, I don't get like it's moving towards a lifetime together. It's showing that this is going to be a continuous fight, fight, makeup, fight, makeup, fight, makeup. And I think you have somebody new coming in, but as long as you're in this cycle, that's what you're going to do with this person. And to be honest, looking at the cards, y'all kind of get off on it a little bit. Like, you know, I was looking at a TikTok where this girl was like beating the shit out of this man's car, and then they switched to a different frame and they was in bed eating ice cream together, talking about they loved each other. It's like, this bitch just destroyed your car. But it's toxic as fuck. But if it works for you, it works for you. But you do have love interest that on the outside waiting to connect with you, but you're not ready to let this person go. So yeah, y'all are toxic. Y'all are. Could be a karmic relationship, but I definitely get like attraction, passion, and chemistry is very strong.
Oh God, that just makes me think of my old friend Carlos, whose girlfriend threw 3 of his iPhones down the toilet, and they were the newer ones. 3 of his iPhones down the toilet. He's like, I'm letting her go. He had locked her out of the house. He woke up, she was in the bed with him still, and then all of a sudden he's like, I'm getting married. We're like, to the chick that threw all your iPhones down the toilet. He's like, yeah, I don't know why, but it's meant to be.
Some people love crazy. You know, they do. To each his own. You know, if you got money to keep buying phones and cars and new clothes and shit like that, then, you know, I wouldn't even be able to sleep in bed with somebody, though. How you sleep like that? One eye open? Like, are they gonna, I wouldn't be able to sleep.
I would worry
I
the whole
would
time that
not,
they would
but
roll
if
over
it
with the knife
works,
and stab me and then roll back over.
yeah, you know, to each his own. You know, they both know what they're in. It's showing Junie knows what it's about. She knows what it's about. So if it works, but you know, at the end of the day, new love is coming in for you. So if you ever decide to walk away from Junie, you are going to meet somebody else. But I don't know. I'm gonna let you take the last one, Sweets. I think I got to read it in a few minutes. So
no problem. Carol Baker, will I get back with my ex? It shows yes, you do get back with your ex. It's happening. The thing is, some of the things that you needed to change haven't changed on both of your ends, because there's things that you needed to change as well. But you guys get back together now. You guys might need to go to therapy, because I see that you're gonna have to let go of a lot of toxic people in your relationship. So it seems like some of the mutual friends that you had are gonna have to go. But yeah, you get back together. It's there. It doesn't look like, if you guys don't do the therapy and stuff, it doesn't last, but you guys get back together. So it's there.
all right, my love. So tell them again, how do they connect with you? We need to do this once a month, I think.
I think so, because I've missed it.
I've missed it. I know it's late for you, but you know, maybe we can try to do something where it's earlier morning over here for me.
You won't get out of bed.
I mean, I was up like at 7 this morning trying to go to work, so I'll do it. I will.
You guys can find me on my page, the Calico Goddess. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. I'm starting my YouTube page next month. So I know, I'm nervous about it, but you guys can link up with me there. And if you have any questions, you can inbox me, whatever it be. Like, if you have questions about my services or so, just hit me up. Don't hit the book now button, because for some reason Facebook doesn't get it to me till like 3 days later.
Oh,
I don't know what's happening with my book now button. So, but yeah, that's it.
well, thank you, ma'am, for being on. I love you. I'm glad that it worked out, because I know the time difference is so hard. How's the weather in Germany right now?
It's hot. It's hot. And I live up in heaven in the house. So when it's hot up there, it's really hot. And then when it's cold, it's really cold. but it was hot today. And, a lot of the German houses don't have air conditioning. They're getting it now, but a lot of them don't have air conditioning built in. So we have a lot of fans going. But it's
God, girl.
It's toasty.
Well, I love you. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll talk soon.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining
Bye,
us.
y'all.
Bye.